Coming up this week on The Youth Perspective.
So BAMSI is the Bahamas Agriculture and Marine Science Institute. We are the leading and the only institute in the country promoting agricultural and marine science programs for not only the youth of the nation, but the adults of the nation as well. So BAMSI's main mission is to promote food stability, to encourage persons to come into the field of agriculture so that we can become more independent in growing our own crops, and as we want persons to become involved in not just, agriculture, but marine sciences as well, because the Bahamas has so much to offer with regards to agriculture and marine life.
The Youth Perspective, where we shine the light on the youth of our nation. You don't want to miss this episode each Saturday at 7:30 p.m. on 1540 a.m. Power 104.5 FM, the national voice of the Bahamas.
I'm trying to be great, and I'm on my way, way up, way up, way up. It's never too late, and I'm on my way.
I'ma leave my mark, ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set.
With so much negativity being yielded at the youth of our nation, it seems hard to find any signs of a bright future. Coming from a legendary past, the new generation of Bahamians seek to take this nation to heights it's never seen. That's where the Youth Perspective comes in. We seek to display tomorrow's leaders in every facet of society. Each show will focus on today's pace-setters, trendsetters, movers and shakers, and the next generation of great, impactful Bahamians. We seek to uplift, motivate, and encourage our listeners. Tune in as we address issues of importance with wisdom and intelligence, all from the youth perspective.
And we're back. Welcome to another edition of The Youth Perspective with your Keshagen Jamal. And we're back. Oh, man, it's been a great time celebrating our 10th year anniversary. And now we roll into year 11. That is 11 years of producing this show, The Youth Perspective, where we shine the light on the youth of our nation. And it's so good to be able to talk about things that are not so negative, right? To talk about the positive things that our young people are doing and the positive things that our young people could get into, all right? So I want you to lean real close. Yeah, a little bit closer. Yeah, come a little closer. Yeah. And tune in as we get ready for a wonderful conversation. You're locked in to 1540 AM, 104.5 FM, and the Inspiration Station, 107.9 FM. Shout out to the light, 810 AM in Grand Bahama. And we get set to share our show today. We're speaking with Miss Tamara Hanna, Admissions and Recruitment Coordinator, all the way from BAMSI. And we have Dr. Amanda Bethel, no stranger. I told you she'll be back again. Director of Admissions and Recruitment at BAMSI. Good evening, ladies. How are you both doing today?
We're well.
We're excellent.
Happy to be here.
All right. It's so great to have you both joining us on the Youth Perspective. And I know you'll be back again. All right. And so as we get started this evening, we want to tell the listening audience, let's talk about BAMSI. A lot of persons may not know exactly what BAMSI does, right? And what is it all about? So let's talk about BAMSI and what it represents.
Well, BAMSI is the Bahamas Agriculture and Marine Science Institute. Our campus is located in Andros, but our corporate office is here in Nassau. And we are currently the country's leading tertiary institution promoting programs in the area of marine science and agriculture. And we also have professional development online courses that we offer to our adult population.
Now, what's interesting is that you can find very interesting courses at BAMSI. It's not the regular cookie cutter curriculum. And so we're going to dive into all of that. And so if you're interested in agriculture, if you're interested in marine science, all that good stuff, you can be able to get into it at BAMSI. And so we spoke in the fall. When you were here last, and just kind of drumming up some support, letting persons know what's going on with BAMSI. But now we're in a brand new year, a lot of things happening now. So tell us, what happened since the last time we spoke and what's going on?
In the fall semester, BAMSI had a very active recruitment drive. We visited over 36 schools in New Providence, and we know that New Providence has a lot of schools, so we haven't visited all of the schools as yet, and that is why in this semester, the spring semester, we have continued our recruitment drive. It has yielded great results. We have definitely piqued the interest of our students in grades 10 through 12 in the areas of animal science, marine science, business management as well, and agriculture. We have now started to go into various organizations to spread the word about BAMSI, because although we are focused on agriculture and marine science, we have professional development programs that we would like our adult population to take advantage of. These are in the areas of human resources, other business-related courses, computer and information technology, pharmacy technician courses, medical and building coding courses. So we are really hoping to have more persons enrolled in those courses as well, so that they can enhance their skills on their current jobs.
And it's so very good that you could be able to, as an adult learner, to be able to learn. And definitely, if you're listening in with your young child, young teen, they could be able to access this as well. And so let's dive into what's coming up. What can persons be a part of as we get into this new semester?
In the new semester, fall 2025, BAMSI right now, we have associate degrees, which are two-year degree programs. But in the fall, BAMSI will be launching bachelor degree programs, 4-year programs, and this is exciting for us. We are relatively young in comparison to some of the other tertiary institutions in the country. However, we're doing a lot of things in our short space of time and being in the country, and this is a great move for us as a country as we continue to promote food sustainability and getting persons interested into the fisheries industry as well, which is another major part of our livelihood as a country.
And so as we talk about food security and fisheries, these are the type career opportunities that we don't really hear a lot of persons talk about, right? We talk about the regular type of career opportunities. And so let's dive a little bit more. Food sustainability, which we know is very important. We saw that during the pandemic where, the question was, if we can't get food in, can we feed ourselves, right? Can we sustain ourselves? And of course, fisheries, we have so many persons out there that are fishermen. But now we need to continue to cultivate more fishermen, fisherwomen out there in society. Let's talk about it.
So there's a couple of things you said there. So we talked about food security, and then of course there's also the issue of food insecurity. So food security about access and people being able to feed themselves, and you get up and say, okay, well, I know what I'm having for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then food insecurity with those persons who get up and like, Lord, I don't know where I'm going to get my next meal from. So that's an issue. So BAMSI helps to address that issue through training. You mentioned fishermen. Well, we're all about the ecosystems, the balances. That's why we have the conservation parks. We're about keeping our marine life healthy, our farm life. We're interested in training persons how to do that in a sustainable manner, organic, we lessen the amount of tillage that we're going to do with our farms, just so that our earth is in a healthy place for generations to come. And so BAMSI, that's what we're all about. We're about the agriculture, about the marine science, about the environment, really about training you in a sustainable manner. So, so we're training, but, feeding your mind, training you how to take care of yourself, but also to help take care of the nation and inevitably the world.
And can we say that there's nothing wrong with these type of careers? Because I think sometimes persons would kind of cast that shadow, like if you want to do something that's more manual, or you want to do something in farming or something like that, they could kind of cast this shadow, but there's nothing wrong because we need that balance in society.
Yeah, and so a lot of time people think, okay, well, you're out in the yard and it's the cutlass, but there's so many careers, it's heavily science-based as well. So you can be agronomist, you can be in the labs, you could be a food scientist. Sometimes you go, you see people bottling tomatoes, and it's a whole science to that. So there's a way to do it safely. So it's like a lot of science involved. People just think, okay, well, a hot sun, but it's so much more than the hot sun. It's a lot of processes involved in ensuring that food gets to the community, to our citizens, that's safe for us to consume, and that it's there for future generations to enjoy.
And I think, with persons in the nation getting more health conscious, they're looking for more ways to be able to eat from the soil, to be able to not eat as much processed foods and stuff like that.
Right.
And so backyard farming and, these type of things are, all the rage now, because persons want to be able to make sure that they sustain themselves and their family and they're healthy as well.
Right, and we want to get them away from the mindset that foreign is better. You have the native bananas. People are going, I don't want it. It's not as pretty as the Chiquita in the store. But native is better.
Yeah.
They go to the store and they buy some imported mangoes. And like, I want the mangola, which, it's not really a thing called mangola, but they want the mangola. Like, those hairy mangoes, I don't want those. Leave them on the ground. But these are more nutritious for us. And so we need to really start appreciating locally grown produce. I know persons buy almonds. We have a bunch of almond trees here in the Bahamas, and the almonds go unused on the ground because people are like, well, I'm not going to pick that up. I'm not. But you hear the old persons talk about, when we were younger, we used to get those almonds, we used to bark them, we used to, but no, a lot of wastage is happening.
Wow.
And so we really need to be mindful of that as well.
And so as we look at being able to access BAMSI, now, to be able to access these courses, what do persons have to do?
To access the courses at BAMSI, there's 4 main ways that they can apply. They can apply directly through our website, through the portal, and submit their application fees and their other supporting documents. They can come into the corporate office and present a physical application. They can enter the programs through our college prep program as well. We know that not everyone has their national BGCSE certificates. And so we want you to still, apply and not be discouraged. So we enter you through the college prep program, and then after successful completion of the preparatory program, you go into your college level classes. And then we also have our professional development programs. You can apply directly through our partner ProTrain to access those courses. And finally, we have our dual enrollment program that is unique and tailored for our senior high students across the country in grades 10 through 12, where they can enroll in BAMSI and earn college level credits, so that once they've completed the dual enrollment program successfully, they can then enter into our degree programs at BAMSI.
Now, that is incredible, because for parents listening in, this saves time, saves energy, and you could kind of, focus on 2 things at one time. And from grade 10, you could kind of focus on that trajectory of where it is you want to go and what it is you want to study.
So, and one of the beautiful things about the dual enrollment program is if you, as a student, are consistent and you start at grade 10, you could be a part of an elite group of students that actually complete a college degree before you even finish high school.
Wow.
Yeah, because the associate degree is 2 years, and if you're in the dual enrollment from 10 to 12, you could be completed with an associate degree or just about completed. So that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. And what's great is that we have the Family Islands listening in as well, and even as far as Turks and Caicos. And so persons could be able to take advantage of what BAMSI is offering, and you could be a part of the leaders of the new school, because as the earth continues to change, and we talk about climate change, and we talk about things that's happening with hurricanes and all these other things, food is going to be and is extremely important. And so if you are part in that ecosystem of helping us to feed ourselves, helping us to be able to cultivate these avenues, you're going to be very important. All right.
Yes, very important. Very important. And we do have applicants. You mentioned our listening audience, and we have been targeting the Family Islanders. We have not forgotten about you.
Okay.
We're coming to you very soon. We've actually had some sessions with Family Island schools already, and we are so proud to brag that we have a student enrolled in our dual enrollment program from Acklands.
Okay.
And so this is a first for us of many, we hope, but we're excited to have the Family Island students see that BAMSI is an option for them as well. And so we are going to reach them, and we have been making contact with them. And we've had applicants from all over the world, Belize, China, Africa, Kenya. So they are seeing the wonderful things that BAMSI is doing here in the Bahamas, and this is causing them to become interested and wanting to apply so that they too can earn these degrees and just become more aware of food sustainability, how they can start their own farms and become entrepreneurs.
Yeah. And you could see that this, or you could listen and hear that it's not just important to the Bahamas and the Caribbean, but
And
around
the
the
world.
world, around the world. And it definitely shows that BAMSI has some incredible reach as
Yes.
well. And so for those here locally, and you have this resource, you need to take advantage of it and be a part of what's going on.
Right, and so even some of our graduates, like we're here, but our graduates, they're all over the world making a difference from the training that they received at BAMSI. So that in and of itself is exciting.
And so we have a few more minutes. Let's dive into, is there anything that we need to mention that you want to plug in here to make sure we have enough time to discuss it? As we talk a little bit more about the dual enrollment, as you talk about Ackland's already being a part of it.
Yes.
What grade is that the student a part of, do you know?
So the dual enrollment program is geared towards students in grade 10 through 12.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but the exciting thing that we're doing this week is we're going to the ninth graders.
Okay.
Because these are the students that are essentially going to be in grade 10 in a couple of months, in the fall, in August. And so we're saying to them, hey, the program starts for 10th grade students, and you'll be there shortly. Complete your application. So they're in the
Yes.
process of completing their applications, the ninth graders. And so when they start grade 10, they already have their acceptance letters into the program. And so then we will have that head start on the new students for the fall.
So let me ask you now, I'm a young student, grade 9, grade 10, and I'm in Abaco, or I'm in Grand Bahama, or I'm in Bimini. How does the dual enrollment work for me?
So here's how this works. We do not impede on your daytime because we know you're in school. So the classes are structured in the evening.
Okay.
And they're all online.
Okay.
Yeah. And a requirement to get into the program, basic minimum GPA of 2.0.
Okay.
So it's not complicated.
Okay.
But you will only be allowed to take 1 or 2 courses. We're not going to overload you because we're really about student success. And we want that to happen for you.
Yeah, and then you could really focus on, what it is that you're gaining from BAMSI,
Right.
for the 1 or 2 classes. Yeah. That's incredible.
It is.
Okay. And so now for those who want to contact BAMSI, they want to contact the corporate office, how can they do so?
They can contact the Admissions and Recruitment Department by calling the telephone number 422-5124, or they can email myself or Miss Hannah at thannah@bamsibahamas.edu.bs. So thannah@bamsibahamas.edu.bs, or abethel, 2 L's, at bamsibahamas.edu.bs, and we would be more than happy to help you and assist you in any way, or you can stop by our office on East Bay Street in the Island Traders Building.
Or additionally, you can contact us via admissions at bamsibahamas.edu.bs.
Yeah. Okay. Also, and what part of Andros is the campus is in?
It's North Andros
North
in
Andros.
San Andros.
In San Andres. Okay. So it's a quick flight from whichever island you're
flight.
in.
15 minutes. 15 minutes and you're there.
Okay. Awesome. And so now for the schools now in the Family Islands, they can reach out to those same emails if they
Yes.
want to be able to get BAMSI to come to their school as well.
Yes, they can. They can reach out to us. Many of the guidance counselors and vice principals, they have our contacts, so we've been communicating with them, and we've been having some guidance counselor sessions as well. But yes, the Family Islanders, they are welcome to contact us through those means as well.
Now, you mentioned these other countries. Is BAMSI going to like Kenya to do Recruitment Drive and, these other countries as well?
I mean, we're not going there, but the word is out.
The word is
and,
out,
and they're connecting with us, and they're reaching us.
That's good.
It's like, hey, we heard about you,
Yeah.
and we'd like to attend.
The power of social media.
Social media, yes.
Yeah. And
So BAMSI did go around the world, yes.
Yes.
But
yes, it did.
Right.
Yes,
Yes.
it did. And speaking of social media, what social media is BAMSI on? Like which
Facebook, we are on
Facebook, okay.
Facebook, we are on LinkedIn, we are on Instagram.
Okay.
TikTok coming soon, hopefully.
Right. I would love
Yes.
to see some BAMSI TikTok content. That would be
Yes.
amazing. Yeah. And the word gets out very quickly on TikTok, particularly if you all decide, Masana decided to do a little dance
Right,
Yeah.
on
right.
TikTok.
Yeah, right.
She's ready for
That'd
it.
be the first
Yes.
TikTok. That'd be the first one we'll do.
And so let's, as we have this few short minutes, let's talk a little bit more about food sustainability, fisheries, and also those courses. Once again, our adult learners, they're listening in right now. We talked a lot about the school age young people. Let's talk about our adult learners. For them, is it the same online process as well for their courses as well?
So BAMSI, we're very, very versatile. So you can attend in person, and we do have a gamut of online courses as well. So we do have a business management degree program that's completely online, 100% online. And we do have a lot of professional development courses that are online as well.
Okay.
So courses like marine science, of course, where there's hands-on activities, you'd have to attend in person in North Andros. Yeah.
Okay.
But we do have a lot of online courses.
Yes, our online professional programs, they are in several areas, well, a number of areas: healthcare, computer and information technology, human skills.
Business
We do
leadership.
have business leadership, and these areas, they target specific fields. For example, we do have a professional development course that is completely for Spanish, for persons interested in learning Spanish, but we have Spanish for construction workers, Spanish for law enforcement officers, Spanish for business professionals. So these professional development courses, they are specific for certain fields, and they also prepare you for professional certifications. So we know that a lot of persons in the human resources field, they prepare for that exam. There are preparation courses for that. Also, the pharmacy technician course, that course, it's two-part where it prepares you for the examination, and I think that it also helps you with getting that certification for becoming a licensed pharmacy technician. So it's a lot of things that professionals who may already have a degree, you can still take advantage of the professional certifications that BAMSI offers.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Now, for the young persons listening in, they're listening to us and they say, "Hey, I like how it sounds, right? This sounds amazing, right?" But let's say there may be a little bit of doubt in there, or maybe there may be a little bit of pushback. They may be facing some negativity. Is there any encouragement you could give? I know you're not counselors, but is there any encouragement you can give? Maybe any successful stories you would remember from your some of the persons who would have graduated, if you would want to share to
Well,
encourage them.
As a former guidance counselor of 20 plus years, I'm going to let Miss Hannah take this question over.
Yeah, I mean, BAMSI has so much to offer, so many opportunities. And as a young person, I would recommend you check out the website. It's BAMSIBahamas.com, right? Yeah. So check out the website and call us. Like we're here. Like the numbers again are 422-5124 or 422-5129. We have over 300 courses, so it's difficult for me. So we'd like to have the conversation. It's difficult for me to tell you, hey, go check this out. But have a conversation. We'll find out what your interests are, and we are available to assist you achieve your next chapter in your educational journey.
Oh, that sounds incredible. Now, as we get ready to wrap up, we want to go around the room, get everybody's closing comments. Ms. Hannah, we're going to start with you.
Yeah, come grow at BAMSI. We're in the business of feeding minds and growing greatness.
I love that. Feeding minds and what?
Growing
Growing
greatness.
greatness.
Oh, wow, that's powerful. It's like a real tree.
Yes.
And Dr. Wanda?
Just want to tell the Bahamian public that BAMSI is an option that for our senior high students and our junior high students for you to consider. The world is moving in a different direction in terms of fields of study. And as a nation, our natural resources is so beneficial to us and the world. And we want you to really take advantage of this institution that's providing so much to the world and to the country. And don't wait until you're in grade 11 and 12 to start to find out information about our institution. Visit our website. We have been visiting a lot of schools and leaving information with the guidance counselors. So pay a visit to them and look at our flyers in animal science for those persons interested in becoming a veterinarian, marine science. There's a number of areas in the field of marine science that you can enter in. Business management, we know a lot of you, in speaking to you, you want to become entrepreneurs. A business management degree is helpful for that. So please consider us, visit our website, and apply and begin your journey in these fields, because as we've been saying, these are beneficial fields to the country, and we hope that you will grow to love them as other alumni and graduates have.
So very important, as we spoke about so many wonderful things that BAMSI is offering. Food security, food sustainability, and fisheries, and a whole cadre of wonderful things. As Ms. Hannah said, over 300 courses. All right, so a smorgasbord of things that you can dive into in beautiful Andros. And so definitely want to send a special good evening to the wonderful folks over there in Andros and all of our international students that are coming in to BAMSI as well. We appreciate you being a part of the school. All right, and so we thank you both for joining us on this edition of The Youth Perspective. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
No problem. And we look forward to doing this again real soon.
Real soon.
Yeah, hopefully in Andros.
Yes.
And we want to thank you, the listening audience, for joining us for another edition of The Youth Perspective. And as I mentioned before, we are speaking to Tamara Hanna. She's the Admissions and Recruitment Coordinator, and Dr. Amanda Bethel, Director of Admissions and Recruitment over there at BAMSI. All right. Thank you both for joining us, and we look forward to doing this again. And for you, the listening audience, we'll see you again this same time next week, Saturday. We'll do it all over again right here on 1540 AM, 104.5 FM, the Inspiration Station, 107.9 FM, 810 Delight, 810 in Grand Bahama. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Yours truly, Keshagen Jamal. I'll see you next week on The Youth Perspective, where we shine the light on the youth of our nation. Good evening.
I'm trying to be great, and I'm on my way, way up, way up, way up. It's never too late, and I'm on my way.
I'ma leave my mark. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set.
I hope you enjoyed another edition of The Youth Perspective. Stay tuned for more interviews, more in-depth conversation, great music as we seek to encourage, empower, impact, and uplift our youth of this nation. Here on The Youth Perspective, we'll see you next time right here on The Youth Perspective with Keshagen Jamal.